Before we get started, I'm going to address because there was some article written, I don't know if you guys have seen it, talking about King Noble and all this. I did not write that article. A lot of people had sent it to me over the weekend, but I just thought this would be the best place to address it. But there were some points in that article or in that post that were relevant and I could agree with. But there are also some obviously ignorant points in there. I don't think it's any time's a time to call out for an all-out war against police or any race of people. I thought that was an ignorant statement. But as a black man, I do understand that Black Lives Matter. I stand for that. I believe in that wholeheartedly. But I also think that there's a way to go about things and there's a way to do things. And I think the issue at hand needs to be addressed internally and before we move on, because from personal experience, you have living in the hood, living in the inner city, you deal with things, you deal with people dying, dealt with a best friend getting killed, and it was two 35-year-old black men, and wasn't no police officer involved, wasn't anybody else involved, and I didn't hear anybody shouting Black Lives Matter then. And I think that's the point we need to get to, is that we need to deal with our own internal issues before we move forward and start pointing fingers and start attacking other people. We need to solidify ourselves as a people and deal with our issues, because I think as long as we have black on black crime and black, one black man killing another, if Black Lives Matter, then they should matter all the time. You should never let somebody get killed. That's somebody's son, that's somebody's brother, that's somebody's friend. So you should always keep that in mind. And there's a lot of dealings with police officers right now. I don't think all cops are bad. I think there's some great cops out there who do everything in their power to uphold the badge and uphold the honor and protect the people out in society. But there are bad cops, and I think that also needs to be addressed. I think the police officers we have right now, some of it is being brought to light because of video cameras. Everybody has a camera phone, but these are things a lot of us have dealt with our whole lives. And I think right now is the perfect time to deal with it. It's the climate we're in, everybody's being more accepting, so I think the ignorance should stop. I think people should realize that at the end of the day, we're all human beings. So, before we're black, white, Asian, Polynesian, Latino, we're humans. So, it's up to us to stop it. Thank you. There we go.
How do you use your stage, your resources to drive home some of the points you just mentioned?